Hey everyone, so today we'll be introducing the Hualien video. Unfortunately, we only noticed a few weeks later that our mic stopped working. So when we were reviewing the footage, we noticed a lot of the audio is not the best or usable. So we're just gonna watch the video and then commentate over it, give you some more insights on what was happening.
You'll have to excuse our surroundings. It's very loud with the tricycle, motorcycle. There's dogs, chickens, other people right below us. So it's gonna be quite loud. We're gonna try our best to keep the audio as high quality as possible. Just a disclaimer.
Yeah, we're currently in the Philippines and there's never a really good time to film audio. Like if we wait like another hour or two, the basketball games start, and then you'll hear a commentator yelling for the next like 6 hours. So
yeah.
This is as good as we get. It is what it is. We make do with what is. So let's start the video.
I gotta say, this was the smallest room that we ever got in Taiwan. We were very surprised with how the room was. I was like, oh, this is what we paid for?
Now this is a small room.
Thankfully, it was only for one night, so it wasn't that bad. But I remember there was a sign that said, no nudity, no farting, no eating, no cell phones, whatever. That was very funny. I've never seen that before.
Probably the smallest room I've ever been in. Like it was like the bed and you got like this much space and that was the whole
Basically, where the sides of the bed, that's the walls. It's only as wide as the bed, but maybe like a foot or a foot and a half at the end of the bed so you can like walk in.
Yeah, but that's like literally was covered with our bags, so we had no space.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Good morning. So it is about 7:30 a.m. in Hualien, and we're just checked out of our hostel, and now we're gonna walk over to the family mart right in front of the Hualien station where we're meeting today for Taroko Gorge.
That station was very nice. I thought that it was really beautiful, especially with the backdrop, the mountains in the back.
This is the one shot of the earthquake. Everyone running.
So funny. The night before, when we arrived in Hualien, got off the train, and then there's a fast train that passed through the station. And I remember feeling like, whoa, what was that? It was so fast, so loud, and it shook the ground that I was like, whoa, that was crazy. I've never felt that before. It's not an underground train, right? So it was very disorienting. So at this moment, this was the second earthquake. The first one, which was the strongest one, we didn't even know that it was an earthquake. It was 7.2 magnitude, but we thought, I'm like, oh, it's just another train. And then we're like, oh, what's happening? Everything's shaking. And then everyone started running. And then we're like, all right, this is not normal.
Unfortunately, I did not record the first one because I was not ready, and then actually left the camera behind and ran with everyone else. Which I was pretty disappointed. So the second time there was an earthquake, I made sure to record. So you get a couple of seconds of the clip of everyone running. But essentially it's the same thing for both times. I guess people are more surprised the first time around. Pretty disappointed I didn't get to record the first earthquake. Safety's first, but next time I'm definitely filming.
I felt like it was not that scary until I saw people running. I'm like, maybe I should be scared.
Because we weren't really in a building. As you can see, like we ran like 20 meters and we're outside already. It wasn't that bad. There was once we had an earthquake when we're inside the building. And that was more scary. So I think if you're in a building, it's worse.
Within the 50 years, this is probably the third bigger earthquake here in Hualien. So it's quite serious.
Like really looking back to it, it must have been a very stressful day for our tour guide.
Yeah, but you did a good job.
Yeah, very, very well.
But a few people in our tour group actually decided to cancel and go home because
Or go to their hotel.
although that's less safe than being outside, but to each their own.
Probably will select some other places to go. And I'm a local tour guide for a really long time. I know that some other famous spots in Hualien. We can choose the others instead. But the first place we are going is the Qixingtan Beach. We are still going there because the beach is totally safe for earthquakes. No tsunami here in Hualien, don't worry. Okay, Taroko National Park totally closed. An earthquake right now, this morning, is really serious. As we know, right, here in Hualien City, because the center of earthquake starts from Hualien, and there are two buildings collapsed right now. One is 5th floor, another one 8th floor. And yeah, the rescue team are going there, and Taroko for this kind of situation probably will close. I guess 80% will close. But as I said, we are going to Chichinan Beach first. And further on, yeah, I will make decision where to go. 那今天真的快接近7级，所以2到3个这个地震今天是非常的大。
So we just got the update. It seems like Taroko Gorge is officially closed. So, shaking again. Because of the earthquakes, which are happening quite constantly, and it's the third largest earthquake here in the last 50 years, 7.2 magnitude. So going to the mountain area is not a good idea. Instead, the tour guide is going to be taking us on other places around the city. Right now we're in a garden as they figure out where to go next. He mentioned the beach possibly, but unfortunately no Taroko Gorge video. It's unfortunate because it's supposed to be one of the main things to do when you're in Taiwan. Our friend Connor has been recommending it for over a year now, so I know he'll be disappointed that we won't get a video out. But it is what it is. Not much we can do. It's out of our control. So we'll film what we do today instead. Hopefully we do something fun.
Oh my god, there's snakes in here. So Roy, that's your phobia.
Oh no, snakes. Scary. Looks like something from Dr. Seuss.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal, 7.5.
7.2? Nice. I have to admit, there were parts of these tours where I was bored. I was like, okay, yeah, there's this university and this thing that we can't even go inside and whatever. What can you do, right? I was still very grateful that we were not hurt and our tour guide was trying his best and the company was trying their best to give us the best tour that they can give us, even though Taroko Gorge was not open.
Disappointing that we couldn't see Taroko Gorge, but I was lucky that we weren't in Taroko Gorge when the earthquake happened. A couple of people died who were there earlier because being in the mountains during an earthquake is not a good recipe. And there's like landslides and stuff, so it sucks that we didn't get to see it, but better that way than if we were there, that would be a much different outcome.
So right now we're at this temple in a town right beside Hualien. It's definitely one of the more interesting parts of the tour. There were so many statues, and like we said before, Chinese folklore temples are just so ornate. There's so many details, so much to look at. It's very much a feast for the eyes. I really like this part. So during the earthquake, I was like, oh my god, they're angry. They're angry at us. Now we're going to the next stop, and honestly, we don't know where we're going. So let's find out.
All right, so we're gonna try to fly our drone for the third time today. We have not been able to fly our drone once yet, but we're a little bit further from the city center. So I'm hoping, now that we're further away from the airport, that we'll be able to fly.
Wow, so nice. Okay, so we are in the National Donghua University. It's another stop that we made spontaneously because we had to substitute a lot of stuff because a lot of other sceneries are closed for today. Interestingly enough, kind of funny, there's a fire at the university after the many earthquakes that we've been having for today. Kind of funny, but not really funny because what if someone got hurt? But also it's ironically funny because the bad luck, you know, of today. There's a lot of things happening. People are giggling, so I guess it's a little bit funny. This is nice though. Like, this is a nice view. We can be in the shade and chill for a bit, and I think this would be the last stop until we go back and end our little tour of Hualien. So yeah.
Thank you for coming. I'm your tour guide. Time to say goodbye. Bye bye.
All right, so we just finished our tour, our Earthquake Day alternative tour, and we just found out that the trains are canceled. I guess they're canceled till midnight, and then from midnight till noon tomorrow, they're on like a special schedule that no one knows yet. So we're either stranded here for the night, or we'll see if we can get on one of these emergency trains back. We're gonna go talk to the people at the train station and try to figure it out. We'll see what the plan is, and we'll adapt as needed. The escalators are broken, so we're gonna take the stairs. All our stuff. Let's go get information.
Okay, so the total is minus 314 Taiwanese dollars. Because it's an interval train, it's gonna take us much longer to get to Taipei.
Nothing we can
Instead
do
of
about
3
it.
hours, it's gonna be much longer.
How much longer?
I have no idea, it doesn't say.
Does it? Oh,
Oh well.
that's fine. We'll get there eventually. All right, off to our hotel for the night.
Can't wait to take a shower.
Yeah, that'll be so good.
Yeah.
Whoa, so much bigger.